Fly the rafters, fill the beers, and towards the seas. Run the waves around the world, the pirates like the heroes. Our beers and then we choose the money to come. The Shipwreck Show, AG, is number one,
What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Shipwreck Show. I am your captain tonight, Noah Pearson, alongside Devin Brevin, the dude.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. And to complete the OG3, it is Garrick Bartholomew Eaton. Your baby is just living it right now. Jesus Christ, dude.
She's normally not super cuddly, so I'm just don't mind me. I'm gonna ride this out.
Just
I don't blame you.
stick with it for as long as you can. Yeah, dude. I get that.
It's over
I
it.
get
She's living it.
We go until she meows. When she meows, that's when she's all done.
that. It's like,
It could be
all right,
any-
get the
she's
fuck
living
off
it
me.
Ain't
That's-
even an hour.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
She
I'm living
reaches the cat
Most.
limit.
Devin,
Finish.
don't want to kind of
Just
skip
to
over
be
anybody
the
here.
big
Oh,
one.
yep, that was it. There was the
That was
mail.
it.
Yep,
That's
so
it.
that's it. Devin, how's your week, man?
Can you see it in my eyes?
No.
I'm tired.
Okay, fair enough, man. Yeah.
I have started as a delivery boy again. I don't know if I want to say the company name here, but
You're delivering.
I'm tired, boys. You know, when you go from working physical jobs your whole life and everything was just so easy to do a physical job. Like everything was just easy. It's like, yeah, I can do that. No problem. Sure. You know, I didn't realize how conditioned I was because for the past like what, 4 years, I've had desk jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I'm wearing a compression sleeve on my left knee.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Welcome to being in
I
physical
feel 30.
labor over 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel 30. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm 33 and I feel it. But like the best thing is I'm burning calories. I'm getting more fit again.
Mm.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time though. I'm honestly not complaining about it. Like the job's the job, you know. And yeah.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're
I've
doing
been playing
good.
a lot of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth though.
Oh, finally. I thought you would have had that beat already. You were burning through like that little bit
me too,
the first
actually.
week.
I have 30 hours in the game, but that's because I'm playing this how I played 16. I'm doing everything.
That makes
As I go.
sense.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Every-
But it hit PC a while ago, didn't I? I would have thought you had that
Like a month
whole
ago
locked
now.
down. Yeah,
Not even a month ago, like 3 weeks ago.
yeah. Okay, fair
And
enough.
I have 30 hours in the game. I have 30 hours. Like that's some time. So I that's like averaging 10 hours a week, you know?
Yeah,
Hi Esco.
I don't know. I kind of
Isn't
feel
that
like
a pretty long game?
it is. I mean, I put 105. I think it was by the time I finished it. It's
Mhm.
pretty big. Like it's a usually healthy game. I feel like Devin hit like 150 hours in Baldur's Gate in like 2 weeks. I know that's totally wrong, but it felt like
Yeah,
it.
but he was playing that like a lot with Sam. He was playing that so much
Yeah.
with Sam.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
probably why he
we still have
played
to
that
finish
as much
that.
as he did.
Yeah. We still have to finish that. We're like right at the end of that game,
Mm.
actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, still haven't finished
Uh,
it. Well, jeez.
Dude, our playthrough is over 200 hours.
That's wild.
That's how much we've played Baldur's Gate.
Oh shit, man. Jesus Christ.
On one playthrough. Because we are doing everything.
Yeah.
That's how we play that game. Yeah.
God. Well, Garrick, you have a tiring week yourself too, my friend. How are you holding up, my good sir?
Currently, I feel kind of weird. Actually, I'm not sure how I'm feeling. But I don't know. I'm having some ups and downs. I'm having with whatever the fuck health issue is that's going on that's bugging me. Um, I'm up and I'm kicking. I guess that's what really matters. Is I'm trying to keep on keeping on, and I did I did have an interesting yet very much unplanned end to my weekend yesterday. I did
Oh,
go to a concert.
oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
Where'd you go to?
I went and saw Poppy.
Oh,
Nice.
how was that?
A really fucking good. This was like literally like just like a last like a really like a like kind of a last minute deal for me. Some friends had an extra ticket and they just happened to think of me, and I was just like, I feel okay. Like I don't feel like complete dog shit. Like I'll give it a go, and I had a pretty good time. Like we went to this place called the Hall Pass to eat, which was I really liked. It was like it's a food hall, which I think it's Utah's first food hall, if I recall. But yeah, it was just like basically a fucking grown up ass food court with that also had like a bar, like a beer bar in it. And it was really cool. I'm hoping to take my family there when we before our hockey game next Monday.
All right, man.
Very
Well,
nice.
that sounds good. I've heard Poppy is dope as shit live, so
Poppy was rad. I don't actually know like much. I didn't still really don't know a ton about her music. I knew even less yesterday. No more now. Which
you know
still isn't
she's
a
in
lot.
Spirit Box, right?
What? No.
Oh, do you guys
But I
see
will
that? You guys
say,
saw
Have
that,
you
right?
not seen that meme? Have you not seen that meme floating around?
Well, no,
No, I
it's
haven't
it's not just a
actually.
meme. Well, so it was at the music awards. An interviewer went up to Courtney LaPlante and was like, "Okay, so hi, you're Poppy. What's it like to be here?" And Courtney, instead of being like, "No, what the hell are you talking about?" She was like,
No,
"Yes, I am Poppy. It's great to be here." And she just did this entire like 3 minute interview as Poppy,
As
and
if she were Poppy,
she
she
like
would fucking
knew
do that.
enough about Poppy's career that she was able to talk about some of the stuff, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry. Go on, continue.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
You're all good. Honestly, her performance was fucking wild. And like not like anything on like stage presence or anything like that. With like, but like her like actual performance, she sounded pretty much exactly like she fucking did on her record. Was really quite impressed. Uh, Also, kudos to whoever the fuck her vocal coach is, because her screams are crazy fucking good.
Yeah, I
Uh,
imagine, dude.
yeah. Wow. No. Talking about like really just delivering every single time. Like she fucking crushed it.
I believe that, dude. I mean, like, you don't get to like where she is without crushing the fuck out of the game, dude. Like, for real.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. Sounds good. I'm glad that you're
You
feeling
know,
better. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Devin.
interesting fact about Poppy. So, like, you know how she's on that "Knocked Loose" song.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that song they wrote specifically because Poppy actually approached them saying, "I want to be on one of your songs." So they wrote that song for her to be on it. So that song wasn't written for the record. It was the last song they wrote for the record.
Oh, that's
That's
pretty
sick.
cool. That's dope.
Yeah. A- And she like approached them saying she's like, "I want to be on your guys' new record."
Yeah, I heard that
So,
one, and I've heard the one she did with Bad Omens, and a couple. I
mhm.
after last night's concert, I have started to listen through her most recent album,
Mhm.
which so far I really like.
Hmm. Yeah, I've never been crazy about her, to be honest. Like, her stuff's just not really my
Same.
cup of tea. But
That's fair.
but I appreciate it. Like, I know that she does good work, and I know that like there's like a couple of songs that like are listenable for me, but it's just like generally speaking, like I haven't like quite been grasped by it yet. But I love watching some of her live shit. and just being like, Jesus Christ, like she's a performer, dude, like, and she fucking kills it every single time, man. So I'm a little jealous that you got to go see her fucking smash it up. So
Yeah, they had a good opener too. It was a band called Kumo 99.
Oh,
They're
okay.
yeah, they're out of LA.
I lie.
They're like an electronic based band, and it's just like our duo, I guess. It would be more apt. But everything's in Japanese. Like she sings in Japanese.
That checks out. Yeah,
It's good shit.
Or support
It's good
act for Poppy. Yeah, that checks the fuck out.
It was really fucking good. I loved like all of their fucking songs slapped.
Oh, well, speaking of being very fucking good, we are very fucking good to you guys because this is the Shipwreck Show where once a week, every week, 3 of the Brethren Court gather together to discuss anything and everything the Seven Seas has thrown our way. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, and you can have early access to episodes like this one before they go live on podcasts and video services. But you can also support us by following and subscribing to Good Kraken right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show, or by subscribing to our YouTube channel by clicking the link down here in our bio and description section below, or to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. Devin,
Huh? What?
couple captain's orders here, my good sir. Guys, GK Fest got moved. We had to reschedule that bad boy because we all have tons of different life shit going on. So GK Fest is officially kicking off on March 31st and will go on until Friday, April 4th. That is the 4-year anniversary celebration of Good Kraken, baby. That's right. 4 years. 4 years we're here. God damn, it's been a long time.
4 years strong, if you will.
4 years strong. That's right.
Great band. Great band. That last record they came out with is
So good.
amazing.
It's very good.
Amazing.
It's very good. Yeah.
It's like one of the best pop punk records to come out in a long time. in my
I
opinion.
listened and I was like, wow, is this Capstan? No,
Dude, no. Capstan does not even touch.
Here we
4
go.
years. Don't
Here we
do
go.
that. Don't do that. Actually, I have a funny story about Capstan.
Oh my god. I fucking bet you do. Guys, we also have some new episodes from this past week for y'all. Firstly, 20,000 Films. Me and DJ got a chance to review the brand new Novocaine movie starring Jack Quaid that came out last week. Go check that bad boy out. It was a fun time. We'll get into that once you guys watch that episode. That'll be fun one for you guys to go on there for. Today was the release of episode 7 of Songs from the Abyss. That is right. Our campaign 1 session 7 came out, and you guys ought to go check that out. Devin got into an argument with his girlfriend on there. It's crazy.
Things are escalating.
They're escalating. All right. Oh yeah. Just you
It was
wait.
good.
Just you wait.
I put her in her place. It was great.
Did you though? Did you though? Did you though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's at all what happened.
And then lastly, guys, please don't
I
forget
won, okay?
to tell your friends and family about goodkraken.com. We have merchandise. We have episodes that you can watch there. We have clips and all sorts of goodies things there. Lots of good stuff that you guys can go find out over at goodkraken.com. That's GOODKRAKEN.com. Good stuff.
There's something in my eye.
You want to know something funny?
Garrett's gonna almost die again. Jesus Christ.
This is the 3rd crunch wrap that I've had today.
Technically, yeah, because he had two smaller ones, right? Now here's the problem that I had with those mini crunch wraps, Devin, is that the price of those 2 mini crunch wraps is what? Do you remember?
Not worth it. Not worth it.
$5.29. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
not
have
worth it, man.
less ingredients than the regular crunch wrap. Garrett, could you tell me how much a regular crunch wrap costs?
I actually don't fucking know. That's not one of my go-tos.
It's about $5.50. So these 2 crunch
Yeah, you're
wraps.
getting way. That's definitely not. There's no equivalent there.
Like,
I
yeah.
don't mind getting them in like the Lux box because the Lux box as a whole is only like
That's what
$9.
I got. I
Right.
got a box and I got the mini crunch wraps to try them out. And I was like, yeah, these
Oh,
are,
my
are
box.
fine.
The box here is 2 tacos, and
Oh, that's interesting.
chips and cheese for me.
Oh, that's interesting.
You don't use the app?
Oh, I mean, I do sometimes.
Oh,
I guess-
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I do the
Or
build
I guess
your own.
honestly, oh yeah, I'll do like I just tend to do like the whatever the Lux value box is at the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, like that's always going to be like a decent catch too, right? Because like it's, I think I don't know if they changed the Lux boxes like regionally or something, but
They changed the discovery box, is what they call it now. That's the one that they changed.
Oh yes, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, okay. That's what's going on.
I've
Yeah,
had a lot of Taco Bell in my life.
little bit of
I'm
a
somewhat of a scientist myself.
little bit of a taco guy, if you will.
Mhm.
Guys, I'm still trying to like get myself straightened out from this fucking Vegas trip. I'm finally getting my head wrapped around like my sleep schedule coming back after this past week, but we had another show on Saturday in Portland, and I don't actually even want to talk about the show tonight. Because it was fine. It was a great show. We had a great turnout. It was fun. Two of the bands from Vegas came up here to play, and we were able to bring a great crowd for them. They performed awesome. The people that came out were super sick. It was great to play at the Twilight Cafe. Having a smaller venue than we usually play at made a huge difference in like being able to actually like hang out with people. I felt like, because it kind of like gave us no choice because there's no like green room at the Twilight Cafe, so we had like no option but to like hang out with people. But just like it was like more of an intimate experience. It was a fun time. Generally speaking, show was great. After the show though, so after the show,
Oh,
it's probably 12:30 at night, and I go to take Marilyn to her car, which her car is parked 2 blocks down at a parking lot that is across
Two
the
doors
street from me and Devin's barber shop, right?
Mhm.
You know that lot there where like Subway is and like that hair salon. So Marilyn,
Parked in there?
yeah, Marilyn parked in
Cars
there.
get towed in there.
Oh yeah, no, it was no problem. You can pay for the parking in like that one little corner thing over there. She parked there, and we go up to the car, and I'm like, she's like, okay, since you walked me down here, I have to go home because she had a tattoo appointment on yesterday morning, and she was like, I'll just give you a ride back to the venue while I'm like leaving. And I was like, okay, cool, so I don't have to walk back 2 blocks. I go to like the passenger side door, and then she goes, babe, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, someone tried to break into my car, and I was like, oh fuck me. And so I like come around the car. And she's like, I can't open the car door. And I was like, oh no. Right? Because here's the issue. Okay. When she got her car, it's a Hyundai Veloster. Okay. When she got this new car, the fob that was like allocated to the car is like only controls the alarm system. It doesn't lock and unlock the doors. It arms or disarms the alarm for the doors. And so
That's dumb.
So dumb.
so the only thing she can do is manually unlock the door with the key, and you just turn it twice, right, and boom, it's open. You also can't start the car unless the fob is with you as well. So like if you go to turn the ignition, the fob's like inside your home, you can't start it without the fob. So like it is literally just a nuisance, the whole fucking fob thing. But the secondary issue is that there's only one keyhole in
On
the
the driver's
whole exterior car, and it's on the driver's side door. And it just so happens that whoever tried to break into her car that night jammed a screwdriver so fucking far in there that it fucked up the cylinder, and we couldn't turn a key in it.
Oh my god.
So
That fucking blows.
so
dude.
we had to go through this whole 2-hour process because she was rightfully upset, rightfully frustrated, gets a hold of her insurance, requests like a roadside assistance guy to come out. Now, here's the thing, okay? Eventually, the mood lightened a little bit because this roadside assistance guy came up, and he's just like in this like Oldsmobile looking fucking like 96 car that's like all red, and it has like their logo, which was like a coat of arms that was like a cat holding a sword in its mouth. was like it's the coat of arms logo. And it got even better. The guy had a cat in his car with him.
What
Oh,
the
my
fuck?
He came with the cat, dude. He had his cat on the dashboard.
This dude was just like the locksmith that like your insurance company's got on lock.
He was the roadside assistance guy that the insurance company had like a partnership with, and he rolled
They must
up.
trust the fuck out of him.
Apparently, dude. I mean, like, and he was a little bit of like a eccentric dude for sure. Like, he was weird. You have to be bringing your cat with you to work every single day. Like
he
that.
brought his cat to work, and his cat is also apparently on his logo.
And maybe on the payroll too, if you ask me, because he had a little sign on the windshield that said "Attack Cat." You know, like, and,
Motherfucker's on the salary.
fucking so great, dude. Anyways, he was able to get the door open by doing like the balloon thing, like you stick the air things in, you squeeze them, sticks a thing, he got the claw in there, got the door unlocked. But the third problem we ran into was that the alarm system in the car, when you open the door, the alarm goes off. Okay. The car won't let you turn the car on if the alarm is like going off. Right.
You can't turn it off with the fob?
We did. Well, so we're trying. You can get the alarm sound to turn off with the fob, but because the fob doesn't actually control the locking and unlocking of the doors, it doesn't think that it's unlocking anything. So we're trying to like turn the car on. The alarm's going off, waking up the whole fucking neighborhood. We're like turning it off, and then when you like turn the sound off, it only turns it off for like 10 seconds and then turns back on again. So we're going through this like whole cycle of like, okay, how do we trick the car into recognize that we're not breaking into it, we're like just getting into the car, right? Yes, Devin.
Unhook the battery.
We tried. So we unhooked the battery. We put the key into an idle position, waited 15 seconds, hooked the battery up, went to try it again, alarm went off again. We pulled the thing off the battery, put the key in, didn't even turn it on to idle like that. And he just tapped the connection back onto the battery, alarm turned back on again, dude. There was nothing we could fucking do.
Time to trade that bitch in and get a different car.
For
So-
real, dude, fuck that car.
We eventually, after an hour of struggling with this, I just said, fuck it. We need to go back. We got to go drop off the shit. We have the guys waiting for us. It's already 2 a.m. And Meryl was like, I don't want to fucking deal with this anymore either. Let's just leave it here. We'll pay for parking for, a whole day pretty much. And then we'll just come back tomorrow and we'll figure it out then. Okay, cool. So we go take our rented van back to Travis's place, drop off all the fucking gear. And I just took the van to back home for us to use to transport for the remainder of the next day. So next day we got to the car. And before we did, we called like a ton of different like auto locksmiths to see like who could maybe help us with this. Cause like we were thinking, okay, if we can just like get the cylinder replaced, then maybe that will be the thing that we need for the car to recognize that we're not like breaking into it, right? We just need to get the cylinder replaced. So we're talking to a bunch of people. Apparently, this fucking Hyundai Veloster, nobody has these goddamn cylinders. So everyone's quoting us like anywhere from a 1 week to 2 week rollover time for anywhere between like $300 to like $700 was like the highest quote that we got. Ridiculous fucking numbers, dudes. Insane fucking numbers. Finally,
just tow that bitch back to the house. Deal with it later.
well, and see, that was the thing too, is we were like, oh, like, do we even want to tow it? Because it's going to be just under the deductible. So like, it's going to be even like,
Your roadside assistance doesn't cover local tows?
it does, but only up to a certain mileage, right? And so like, I think it was like 10 miles, and the Twilight Cafe to our place was just about 11. And so it was like, it just, this,
They won't just like charge you the difference?
no. No.
That's fucking stupid. My
No.
insurance was just like this. You'll like they'll be like, we'll cover this much, and then like after
Mhm.
we reach this mileage, it'll cost you this much.
I know, man. It's just absurd. But anyways, we finally were kind of like at our wits' end, and I was just like, I'm gonna call this company because I've got a good feeling about them. Can we just try and like see what happens? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? I call, and this guy is like, okay, I'll take your information. I'll call my tech. I'll let you know if he needs any more information, then he will call you. I was like, okay, great. So he calls me, and it's this guy who's like talking really fast. And he's kind of like, hey, so I heard you got a Hyundai Veloster, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, cool. I could probably be there in about 40 minutes. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Well, firstly, let's talk shop here. Like, how much is it going to cost? What do we need to do? And he's like, oh, don't even worry about it. We can, we'll probably be like $100 just get you guys into the car. And I was like, okay, well, hold on, slow the fuck down, right? We're running this thing. I'm like explaining to him like what this conundrum is that we have going on. This alarm, opening the door, all this other shit. And he's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this. And I was like, you got this, dude?
This guy steals cars, dude. This guy
I was like, you fucking got
He's gonna
this,
come
bro.
hotwire. He's gonna
Like,
come hotwire your shit for you.
But here's the deal,
charge
dude.
you
Here's
$100.
Here's the deal. Like, he said it, and I was like, I trust him, dude. Like,
All right.
I was like,
Okay.
I was like, no, this guy sounds great, man. And so I told Meryl, I was like, babe, we got to go in like 20 minutes, and he's going to call me, let me know when he's like 20 minutes away. She's like, okay, cool. And so we're just like, fuck it, dude. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what fucking happens, dude. We get there. He gets there a couple minutes before we do. We get there, and it's this like 20 some odd year old kid. He's like pretty young, dude. And he's in like a minivan. He's in a mini. He's in a minivan, and he's like, I don't know, maybe some type of Middle Eastern, right? I don't want to assume he's some kind of Middle Eastern or like Western European, if you will, Mediterranean maybe. And he gets out and he's like, "Okay, you guys ready to learn some stuff today?" And I was like, "Okay,
Are we?"
Fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
To learn some stuff?
So he goes, he gets the little like balloon thing, sticks them in the cracks of the door, does the little like latchy pulley stick thing, gets the door open, or gets the door at least unlocked. And he goes, okay, before we open this door, I'm gonna show you guys something that's really, really cool. I'm gonna bypass this alarm for you guys by getting the cylinder out and then getting the door to understand that we're not breaking into the car. And we were like, okay, sounds good, dude. And he's in like a track jacket and like track pants.
He's just like Adidas out.
I was like, all right, kid, show us what you got, dude. He gets the door open, the alarm starts popping off, right? And he shows us that there's this little cap thing that you can take off. That's how you like unscrew the cylinder out, right? You pull the cylinder out, and he goes, okay, now watch this. And he takes a screwdriver into where the cylinder was, and he turns once, all the doors to the car unlock, and the alarm just turns off. He goes, so watch this, right? And he turns it back, doors lock. Turns it open, doors unlock. He's like, you guys can
steals cars.
He's like, you guys can control the car with this screwdriver if you just stick it right in here and just turn it this way and turn it that way. And he just kept doing it.
Oh my god, dude!
He's like,
that
"Now
motherfucker boosts cars on the side."
Probably, bro. But he was he was like, now here's the best part. I'm not even gonna charge you guys for the cylinder or anything, because if I do, it's going to cost you guys a whole bunch of money. What I will show you is that you can find it on eBay. I actually already found it. And he pulls. So you can look it up on eBay. You can find the cylinder, Hyundai Veloster 2016 cylinder, and that'll be like $70. It'll just ship to you, and I'll even show you guys how to put it in. You want me to show you really quick? And I was like, okay, man. This kid was sprung, dude. It was crazy, man. He charges us $100 to effectively learn how to break into our own car. And
Trade that fucking thing in, dude.
Uh,
That sounds like
no,
a
she-
fucking problem.
she wants to. She wants to really bad. She's like, no, I never want this to happen again. Like she was so frustrated about the whole thing. Like
car.
he said the entire ordeal being like, I miss my old car. I miss my old car. Like it was.
Tell her to trade that in and just go get yourself a wilderness Subaru Outback, and you won't even ever look back.
I don't know if she wants to. She really likes hatchbacks, so that is a good recommendation. But
I do like hatchbacks also.
But
They're
she
great
really loved her Hyundai accent that she had before this car. I think she's gonna try to find like a newer version of her last car. Is what I think she's gonna try to do.
I'm sure she knows this already too.
Mhm.
But Hyundais and Kias are the most stolen cars.
Yeah. Well, and
of
see,
any brand right
here's
now.
here's the thing, right? And we know this, right? Because she works in insurance. So like she was like, I've heard like my work tell me all the time, Hyundais and Kias, like that's why they get rated so high. But like we just tried to get into our car and couldn't even fucking do that. How the fuck are these cars so easy to steal?
Whoa. You saw how easy it was for him to do it. You know,
fair. Yeah, fair. I don't. Yeah, okay.
With a fucking
That's
screwdriver, dude.
that's a
like,
fair rebuttal.
It was literally just the difference of knowing where to fucking look.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like all he had to do was like actually like, because obviously like a normal person isn't gonna do the old coat hanger trick if they can't like get in through the door or whatever. But like once he was able to get that happen, once he could get the actual physical door open, the rest was easy. He was able to pop that cap, pop this, unscrew that, pull that out, and then he was all game, just twisting all day with a screwdriver, dude. It was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. See, for all you know, somebody did their very first attempt at trying to steal a Hyundai on your car.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like they fucked it up real bad. Like they must have just like taken a flathead and just fucking hammered that bitch in there, because we found like the cover was broken off, the front like half section of the cylinder was cracked off of it as well, and so like whoever it was, they fucked this thing up, dude. Like they were just trying
to brute force it, probably.
Yeah, they were just trying to do whatever the fuck they could to just jam this fucker in there, and it was problematic. So two things happened. She decided that she wants to trade in her car. And then secondly, we've also figured out that pretty much any local show, we're just going to Uber her next time. She's not going to take her fucking car. She's going to leave that shit at home. Let's see. In chat, Reed in chat said, I see Garrick almost died. Were you in Rolla MO too, bro? That tornado was really bad. No, Garrick almost died because he might have gallbladder stones.
No, dude, that's the thing, man, is I legitimately, between you and me, I don't think it has anything to do with like my pancreas or my gallbladder.
Sure,
Like the symptoms don't fucking line up.
Mhm.
Like they don't line up. Like they just don't. Like I do not feel like that is the problem. That's why I'm going to a different doctor to get a second opinion.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, because here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. When you were first telling us that you were suffering, right, that you were going through it, I was like, fuck, that sounds like kidney stones, right? Which is like very similar to the same feelings you would get from gallbladder, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like as the days went by and you were kind of further describing it, I was like, I don't know if this is gallstones, dude. Because it like started not.
I had started to think that, yeah, and like I got like the results back of the ultrasound, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing in there, and I was like, okay, that's pretty much like the one thing, you know, and like all the other things like they could be possibly going wrong with like either my pancreas or my gallbladder are like acutely painful under every fucking account, which like I am not experiencing that. Like I am not doubling over in pain. Like I have like stomach pains in areas that like do not make sense to the regular I have a tummy ache, right? Like that, like that's the part. And like, so I don't know that, but also I have like this fucking searing pain in my back. Could be related, could be completely unfucking related. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be like they could not be like it could be like like one's causing the other, but like not necessarily like symptomatically. Like maybe like my back hurts because like that, like the way I'm like carrying myself, my abdomen is like I pinched some shit, or and so I'm just a
Maybe
little bit
you
of a
just
mess.
maybe you just have like a really like solid log stuck somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta poop that bad boy out, dog. Get that
Yeah,
But
bad
dude,
boy
or
out.
I'd
like
be
other
shitting.
stuff is
I'd be
squeezing
shitting like
my.
I always be shitting. Like I have considered things that have crossed my mind that it could possibly
Okay.
be.
Okay.
Some like just some weird some weird development of like my IBS situation. Like maybe this
Okay.
just that's getting worse. But like it's in like it's
Like
in like the upper part of my tummy.
like
So
microbiome
like
problems, maybe.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
okay.
like so a gut problem, like ultimately maybe of some form.
Okay.
Or like maybe I have like maybe I've got like a hernia of some kind. Like I
Oh.
know those can just kind of happen.
Yeah, it can.
And they can be like various levels of painful. I don't know like what exactly I would cause that. I know like weak muscles can cause that.
Mhm.
And like I was really sick and coughing a fuck ton. Like
You can get a
in
hernia
like
from
the
that. Yeah.
early winter. So like maybe that weakened it, and like something just finally gave way. So that was like another thing. Or like maybe I've considered like an ulcer is like another possibility from just a combination of like stress, anxiety, the other like
Yeah.
IBS things. Those are like some things I've all thought about, and that like honestly, I think my back maybe just hurt because my fucking bed shit, and I have like a compressed nerve. If I'm being real.
I mean, yeah, it could be. See, that's the tough part, dude, is because like you're saying that like your insurance isn't covering like a number of these things that you would need to find out this information,
I
right?
dig deeper into like what the doctor had originally recommended, which is like more stuff into my pancreas and like my gallbladder, which I again I don't really think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you like I don't know if you just like need a CAT scan of just like your midsection or some shit, but like that might be
But dude, no, they wanted to do a fucking CT scan,
uh-huh.
but my insurance wouldn't cover it
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
because of our fucking high deductible, which I hate deductibles. I hate deductibles.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb, dude.
Dude, it's
Right.
just greedy bullshit. Like, why do we pay so much a month, which is a fucking lot as it is,
Yeah.
to just have the privilege, quote unquote, to have access to insurance? Yet anytime we actually need to have anything done, there's a ridiculous fucking bill attached to it. And they're like, oh yeah, once you've paid several $1,000s, we'll cover the rest. You're like, hello, I'm already several $1,000s in debt at that point. Like, you're not really helping. Like,
Right.
I need your
Right.
help on the upfront, you fucking losers.
Why do I pay you this amount
Yeah,
of
like
money
what am I
monthly?
paying? Where is all this going? Like, do I like yeah, so we're highly considering switching to an HSA, because then at least like the money's going into an account that we directly have access to use
Mhm.
under our own fucking
Mhm.
discretion. We were
Mhm.
sick of it, dude. Fucking I understand why Luigi did what he did. That's where I'm at,
Ain't
man.
that right? Ain't that
Hell
right?
yeah.
This system's fucked.
Dude, I was talking to Marilyn about this a little while back, because like we were kind of like getting into like a discussion about a topic that was like with one of her clients at work and stuff, and in case anyone doesn't know, Marilyn works in insurance for her day job. So and I was talking to her about like how I don't understand how we're just like okay with the way that like insurance functions, right? Because we like the entire point is that we pay 100 to 200 to 300 whatever amount of money a month, and
So
that
much
goes
money,
towards a rainy day situation, right? That says, hey, when the day comes that I need this money, that I need to do something with it, I'm paying you to help me with funding this, right? When the day comes, and this is the money that I'm putting forth towards that in order for us to, be whole, right? And then insurance companies say, well, okay, but hold on. When that day comes, we can't give it to you right away, right? You might have to pay.
You know what's actually really good? Aflac. You should look into
Aflac.
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 No, when I got my injury, Aflac did a lot for me, actually. They sent me like $2,000 a month as well because I was out of work.
Hmm.
When I dislocated my collarbone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clavicle.
Yeah.
Aflac.
Aflac is like,
Aflac.
depending on how you set up your plan, is anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. It's really
Ooh.
good, actually.
That
I was actually just thinking about
Yeah,
setting it
we're
up
like
again.
recently finding out about like some new resources that we have like access to via our insurance that we're like we weren't aware of before because of course, you know, like they explain how to use your insurance properly to you very fucking poorly so that you can't take advantage of it. So we're looking into some new shit, but dude, it's just I don't know. It's just like I don't currently feel like I'm actively dying, right? But it's like one of those like gnawing like aches that like I can clearly feel that I don't feel well, right? Like if you like I don't feel like good. I don't feel great. I don't feel like how I feel I should be feeling on a day-to-day basis. And dude, I feel like that just is I feel like it's so draining to be to like sick like that.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's just like it's tough, dude, because like it's just one of those things where like if you because you like we had talked about like during Saturday during our meeting, it's like my work's free insurance is a high deductible plan, and their paid insurance is a low deductible, obviously, but the low deductible plan is like 200 fucking bucks a month. And it's like, why would I pay
Dude, we pay
$2,400 a year?
Fucking more than that. We pay so much a month, and we pay so much more than that a month in insurance, and our deductible is still $2,000
because yeah,
we
they're
pay
like
so much.
married, and there's like everything else that goes with it, right? Like
it's ridiculous.
It's insane, right? But so like the thought comes to mind of like, why would I pay $2,400 a month for something I'm probably not even going to use $2,400 a year.
90% of the fucking time.
Like,
I feel like they just scared. We're like, you're like, oh, but you can only sign up for it like one fucking month out of the year, so don't miss your little window. Otherwise, if you get sick, you're fucked. Be scared. Oh, gotta have insurance, and so you just fucking pay, fucking hand over fist, year after year, because they scare you into having fucking insurance in case something bad doesn't fucking happen, and then when something bad does happen, your insurance doesn't fucking do shit for you.
Yep. They're just like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't cover that because we only cover when you step on a nail. We don't cover when you step on a rake, right? Like things like that.
It's just like, yeah, we do cover nail injuries, but we don't cover screw injuries. Like it's like, sorry, I know it's a specific technicality, but you're just like, who the fuck comes up with this fucking shit? Like, you guys were openly willing to cover an ultrasound, an X-ray, several blood tests.
Yeah.
But like,
but
just
damn,
because like
damn
you
that
were just
CT.
because you. I was just like, because I was going to use the overly expensive magnet machine that you guys fucking insist on putting in every fucking hospital. I was just like, I have to directly fucking foot the bill. I was just like, well, who the fuck? I was just like, are all these shareholders that literally directly influence this fucking thing? Like, I was just, why the fuck do I have to pay for that shit, man? I know that machine's been paid for a long time ago because you've nickeled and dimed every other fuck before me.
Yeah,
dude, and so like they were just like, yeah, we need you to pay up front, and I was just like, can I cancel the appointment? And the lady was flabbergasted. She was just like, well, yeah, but I'll have to transfer you to radiology. I was like, cool, thank you. I was just like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Because people don't have thousands of dollars to throw down for something like this every single time. It's actually
Especially
more
when
common.
you're literally having to throw thousands of dollars down on fucking homeowner shit at the exact same time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I have to fucking choose one thing or the other.
Yeah. Just crazy, dude. Just crazy.
This is America.
This is America. Yeah. As Donald said. What a bummer, dude. I know, man. I know. Has your did your furnace get fixed yet?
No,
No,
dude,
oh,
I'm still
God.
fucking running on space heaters over here,
Oh
dog.
God, dude.
We haven't
Oh,
even heard. We
no.
haven't even heard back from them after fucking ordering the parts. This whole fucking. Oh my god, 2025 fucking sucks.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, Garrick, but Jesus Christ, dude, that's just so rough, dude.
Dude, I just. Oh my god.
On the plus side, yeah, I got enough.
Me either, brother. That's the goddamn problem.
I tried to think. I tried
How's
for a second.
Monster Hunter or how's Monster Hunter?
You
My
got
It's my greatest. It's my great escape right now, Devin. It's keeping me fucking sane.
you.
I'm honestly reading a lot right now. I'm putting my mind elsewhere. It lands far, far away.
Yeah. Well, at least you got cuddles from your furry asshole.
I did. My fur little ass was getting such good cuddles wherever she may be.
Whatever, dude. Garrick's gonna be the next Luigi, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy,
Luigi
dude.
Mangione.
It's gonna be justifiable crash out too.
Garrick Mangione, dude. It's gonna be crazy, dude. We're gonna see Garrick's face plastered on the news. Say redhead man with glasses lost his mind in a hospital yesterday. He yelled the last words being, "My furnace isn't working." It's so fucking cold. Some shit like that, dude. Garrick's crash out is gonna be like a tree falls into his house next, because it's shit that's
Dude,
completely out of his control right now.
No. You fucking knock on wood right now because I have had 2 fucking trees fall.
I
in my
know.
goddamn
That's why I
yard
say that.
in the last year.
Do you even have any trees left that could?
There's one left, dude, and we had fucking planned to fucking pay to get that bitch cut down, but then everything else started falling apart, so that hasn't happened yet.
See,
It's currently broke the fuck out of my fence in my backyard. I'm thrilled about it.
This is why me and Marion have talked about this living situation a whole lot, and we've pretty much decided we're probably never gonna pursue owning a house. To be honest with you, we might very well rent for the rest of our lives. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, because if this has to be me,
there is definitely a little something about making that shit other people's problems, because goddamn do I fucking hate it being mine, man. And it sucks. It's just the worst. Home ownership is such a fucking double-edged sword. I'm grateful I have it. Don't make no mistake. Especially in this day and age when there are many folks who do not, and renting is simply their only option. I fucking see that. I value my home a great fucking deal. But that does not mean it does not come without an absolute daily headache of just whatever the fuck decides to fall apart. And dude, I have lived in this house almost 5 years now, I think, and I'm pretty sure we've had some fucking weird shit go wrong every year.
Yeah, man, it's just not worth it to me, dude. If the day comes that I can afford to get a home and can easily cover the bullshit that comes along with it, fine, sure, let's do it, right? But until that day, which is what, 180,000 a year. Then sure,
dude,
maybe
shit,
then we will get a house. But until then, I am very happy to just let someone else be the person I have to call when hanger rod breaks or some shit like that. That's fine. That's okay. I don't have to do it. That's all right.
Dude, it's the worst. It's just
I know. It's terrible, man. Devin.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
have you do you I don't
Do
know.
Have
I?
you ever had a dream where you when
Have you ever
Have you
do
ever when
you
like
when you have
have you
you
ever like
can
done
you like
okay, but in all serious.
uh I know that you're probably in the same boat with me in terms of like eventually you want to own a house, right? But do you hear these stories with Garrick and then ever like think like maybe not?
No.
No. So
Because
you
I can
do.
fix most of these. I can fix a lot of this stuff myself.
Oh, dude, I've been able to fix the majority of it myself too. But like, dude, it's just like eventually there comes across like an issue where you simply cannot fix it yourself. Like replacing my entire furnace because I had a cracked heat exchanger and subsequently a carbon monoxide leak. Like that's above my pay scale, right? Like
Mhm.
can't stop. Like once natural gas
I got a
starts
guy
getting
for that.
involved.
I got a
See,
guy for that.
having a guy for that, and being able to do it yourself are not the same thing.
That's not the same thing, brother. You still have to pay the guys for that.
But see, like having a guy for that means that I could pay him very little for him to like I can buy the stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
I can pay him very little. He can come out and I can install it with him, which makes it very, very cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I'm I plan on owning a house within the next 5 years. That's kind of my goal.
Mm.
Um, right now. Especially like, my parents bought 100-year-old house when they bought their house, and I've helped them do a lot of the remodeling to it myself. I used to work in construction too. I did that for over 5 years. Like I understand like the things that come with owning a house,
Mhm.
you know? I'm renting a house right now that has issues every now and then. I will fix it for my landlord to get cheaper rent. You know, I'll, bring receipts for, things I've bought for the house and, get that paid back or stuff like that. Um, I it sucks when the stuff happens. Don't get me wrong. I'm not belittling any of that, Garrick, or anything like that. I understand the cost and stuff of that. But I want a house because I fucking hate moving. I fucking hate moving.
That's fair. Like it's been really nice to just like have a space and being able
Yeah.
to do stuff with that space.
Exactly, and that's all I really want personally. Like,
Well,
I've lived in
you're
this house for almost 2 years now, and it's been nice not moving after 1 year. You know what I'm
yeah. I
saying?
mean, that's why we're still here in this apartment too. We were thinking about moving this year, and we were like, you know what? Maybe not because moving fucking sucks,
I
dude.
hate
Moving
moving, dude.
super
I
fucking
It
sucks.
fucking
is
Yeah.
the
hate moving.
goddamn worst, man. And depending on your living situation and like where you're moving to and like what time of the year you are like kind of forced to move, depending on when your lease like ends, it can be so much fucking worse. Like we always like ended up moving in the summertime and it was just the shittiest shit every time, dude.
Yeah. I have a good time of when I move. It's like if I do move, it's gonna be like the beginning of October, late September. So it's still like warm,
Hmm.
but it's not
Yeah,
like hot as
that's a good
shit.
time to do it.
And
Hmm.
it and like
I would say like May is another good time.
generally it's not really like raining, that time either. So it's like easy to transport stuff. So like I think I am extending we're gonna extend my lease here till May
Mm.
of next year though, because we were talking about it. And because I think at that time is I'm either gonna go rent another house by myself because like I'm actually gonna be making pretty good money where I could there's houses out there. They're a little hard to find, but you can find, 2, 3 bedroom houses for like
Hmm.
1,600, 1,700 a month,
Yeah.
easy. And like I'm making more than enough to be able to cover that now, even by myself. So I think that's what I'm gonna be shooting for. If I have to, I'll get a little 2 bedroom apartment or something for a little bit. But like I'm gonna ride out this house for a little bit and then go rent something else and then buy. That's kind of my plan. I was talking to my parents a lot, and I think I'm gonna look into the foreclosure market and get a first time home buyer like paired with that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Well, you're much better man than I am because I refuse to fucking fix things in this apartment when I have to do it at work all the fucking time. So I'd
Well,
rather.
that's a different story. See, I'm renting a house from a friend technically.
Yeah, right,
You know.
right, right.
So it's a different
Yeah,
story.
that's definitely a
I
different
feel like
arrangement.
I'm more inclined to fix things and take care of things if I'm living in a house. Like I've done it at almost any house I've lived at. Like, do you remember a few years ago, like back in like 20, I can't remember if it was 18 or 19, but we had that really bad windstorm where
Mhm.
there was like a tornado off of Alberta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Remember that? I was
Mhm.
living off of Alberta and that shit took down a tree and our whole fence when that happened.
Yeah.
And me and my roommate at the time, we made a deal with the landlord where we got free rent for 2 months, and he bought the materials, and we built the whole fence and everything. Cause our house was only like 1,700 a month at the time. Pretty
Yeah.
big house, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it a chain link
So
or was it like a picket?
no, we did a whole cedar fence, dude. We put the
Mm,
posts in and everything. We dug out all the old
Yeah, I've
posts
had to
and
do
we
that.
did new ones. I've
yeah.
done
Building
it with my
fences
dad
suck.
too.
Yeah, building fences kind of sucks, but
I like it.
it's
I
not
I
like
like I
it's
like
not
building fences.
horrible if you know just like if you have a rhythm to it. It's not the worst.
Exactly.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
Once
No,
once you're in
we
pace,
had
yeah.
all the tools. We had that fence up in one day. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think my
We set,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we set our posts one day, and then the very next day we ran all of our 2x4s and then put up all the planks. And it was cedar fence, and we did a chalk line on the top, and we cut everything nice and even too on top. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah, I like carpentry work. I think my least favorite like household thing to deal with is plumbing. Just because it's like
Plumbing
Plumbing,
sucks.
like I can
dude.
do it, but like it's such a pain in the ass most of the time. And it's just like not a pain in the ass that like I want to fucking have to do. You know what I mean? Like I would much rather just pay someone else to fucking deal with it than me. Like that. I'm like that's why I'm cool with doing that. Like, hey, we're offering a service. I'll give you the fucking money, dude. Just fucking take care of it. Like, just like
When it
really
when
hate
it
plumbing.
when it goes beyond underneath the sink or the toilet connections,
Hmm.
that's when
Yeah.
I call somebody. But if it's the gas trap or anything like that, I will do that myself. Like if it's the
hmm
connectors to the toilets or anything like that,
Mine's electrical,
the
man.
shower,
I don't fuck with
like
electrical.
I
Yeah.
I I will fuck with electrical to a point. To a point. But that's just because I'm a low voltage technician. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You
Like
have
I
experience with
was
that. Yeah.
yeah, so like I will fuck with electrical. I don't give a shit. Like that I like doing that stuff. I also
Not me, brother. I don't
I
like
took
that.
Yeah.
electrical engineering too in school. So, I
Fair
Yeah,
understand.
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Electrical stuff you kind of want the knowledge for, otherwise it gets like kind of shisty because you can fuck something up real bad if you don't have that experience in there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you can. Dude, I
yeah.
saw this video. So I still scroll through TikTok and there's this guy working on someone's house and they blew the breaker and they went back to the breaker and there was all these exposed copper wires and all this jimmy rig stuff
Oh,
like
dude, and
all
the
over it,
box
and
was
it
just
was
fucking
smoke.
smoking.
Do you
Yeah, I
see that?
saw that fucking video.
So
I was like
bad, dude.
I was like, I'm scared to be in here right
It was like
now.
Yeah,
it was
dude.
like the breaker equivalent of like that PlayStation 2 controller full of beans. Do you guys like remember seeing that photo? Like
Yeah,
baked
dude. You're like,
beans in
what the
the
fuck, dude? Just
But like
exposed wires just like all over the fucking place. The breaker's just fully fucking open.
just out of a fucking
but yeah, no,
nightmare, man.
I want to own a house, dude. I just want to own a house and set it up for myself and keep evolving off of it. It sucks knowing that I probably won't be able to own one because of the market
Hmm.
till I'm almost 40, you know? But that is a goal of mine. Um, and I think it's realistic the more I look into things because it's not as buying a house today isn't as simple as just, getting a realtor, be like, hey, I
No.
have X amount of dollars to put down as a down payment. It's not that simple. So but if it's your first time doing it, there's a lot of programs you can go through and you can combine a lot of these things. Like my parents told me that they did a foreclosure, and a first time home buyer.
Hmm.
They were able to buy their house putting down $2,000 for it.
Hmm.
And then they got in the contract agreement once the sale was final to get that $2,000 back. So they bought a house with no down payment.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's and at the
And their
time their
interest
house
rate wasn't fucking insane.
no, and at the time their house was only $116,000 back then.
Hmm.
Now it's like
Shit, dude.
$500,000. So they got
Yeah.
a bunch of you know, they got a bunch of equity within that home. I want to buy a house, but at the same time, my parents are thinking about moving, and I might just take over their house. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like I totally get it. Like I would like to have a house too. It just to me, mathematically speaking, like it seems at least for our generation, it seems like such a mountain to climb that just doesn't seem worth climbing to me. You know what I mean? Like mathematically speaking, like you're telling me that I have to go in, pay this amount of money, and they continue to pay X amount of money just to live in a home that I'm gonna have to pay X amount of money every time something goes wrong. And then once that thing is fixed, I'm gonna have to pay X amount of money to keep making sure that it stays fixed. You know what I mean? It just sounds like such a fucking money sink left and right. Kind of same thing with fucking cars, dude. Like cars are like such a fucking money hole that's just like it just feels like this never ending fucking cycle of just like having to pay shit for it, man. Yes, Deb.
that's why you got to be like me and just learn how to fix everything on a car. Oh,
Yeah,
I
well
don't know how
not
to do that. I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, and then I know how to
yeah.
do it.
YouTube
Well, not
University.
everybody wants to fucking get their hands dirty with that, my friend, because I ain't trying to fuck up anything on there.
Dude,
So
that's why I don't buy new cars, man. I buy cars that I can work on.
well, see, that's the issue, right? Is like eventually there's a stopping point. Eventually, a car is so new, there is no YouTubing the problem anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just like because even like my homeboy Tyler, who helps me with or was helping me with my car shit before that kind of fell out. But he does some car like stuff on the side. He used to work in a shop a long time ago, and he was even telling me he's like, yeah, there's some newer engines and some newer things and some even just like 2023s that are just so far above my head that like I wouldn't even know how to even start going into it because like it's just so complicated now because there's like so many different like computer things and like the turbo is connected to this which is connected to this and like if anything goes wrong with this little thing everything else that's connected to it also has to be fucking replaced and it's just like such a huge pain in the fucking ass, man. Such a pain in the ass.
YouTube will show the way. As long as it's not like the year of the car, you can find a video. I
I've looked up a lot
like
of fucking tutorials on how to fix shit on my car. I will say.
Mhm.
yeah. You like, dude, I bought that Jeep. I bought that Jeep for $2,000, which is still insane that I got it for that cheap. And I was like, oh, it's starting to overheat now after a couple weeks.
Mhm.
And I replace the whole wiring harness for the radiator relay.
Mhm.
I replaced the relay, I replaced the fan, I replaced all the hoses, replaced the thermostat, pulled my water pump, which I had to take off my timing belt and everything. And I was able to put my water pump back on, retime my belt and everything, put the thermostat in, did all that shit myself, just off of YouTube videos. And I
No,
even pressurized the coolant correctly and everything too.
no, for sure. I mean, like you can Google pretty much any of that shit, but then there is a point in which you can't. There's always a point in which you can no
If
longer
it's
do
like
it
a
yourself.
2025 car,
No,
yeah,
no, no. I don't mean
that's
like
yeah.
I don't mean like age wise. You physically cannot fix every single thing on a car yourself. It's physically impossible. There is a point in which you do not have the tools to do so. Like, unless
Okay,
you could just
Double
magically
change
lift.
transmission.
Like,
Oh no! See, Ernell, you're forgetting. I have a car. I do though. The best part is I have access to a lift.
I have a guy
And
for
I know I've shown you that before. I have access to a lift. So if I do need to pull a motor or like put my Jeep on the lift, I can because I know the guy
he has
lives
a
10
guy for that.
feet
Yeah,
away,
he has a
too.
guy for that, dude.
You know what? I actually, he was the first person I called. I was like, so my Jeep's overheating. And he's like, huh, you bought a Jeep. That's what he said.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that.
He's like, you don't need my lift for that. He's like, you can do all that yourself at your house. So, like, I did. I didn't even have to put it on stands or anything. I just pulled everything right there.
Devin's quote of the year is gonna be, "I have a guy for that now."
But I do have a.
He does
All
have
right,
a guy. He does have a guy
ask
for
me
that.
something.
Like,
Ask me something though. Ask me something. Ask me.
oh me. Okay. All right. Uh, fuck. I don't know. 5-star dinner.
What?
Yeah, you want to take. You want to take. You have someone you can. You want to take a girl on a date, right? You have a guy to like get them in like a Michelin 5-star restaurant. Like, you have a guy for that.
Actually, yeah, I do. You do too, though. You do too.
I do too. Yeah. I know. That's. But it's just funny.
It's the same guy. Probably it's the same guy.
Maybe. Which guy? Which guy are you talking about?
Lawyer.
Ah, yeah. Really? Wait, why the fuck would he have anything to do with that?
Dude, he owns restaurants.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. See, Garrick,
See,
he has a guy for
that.
everything. Because here's the deal: it's not that surprising to me. Because if there's anything Garrick and I have known about you over these years, is that you just fucking know like a bunch of random ass people, right? Like tons of just random ass fucking people. So you knowing a guy
So many people.
is on brand for you. Like it's not surprising to me that you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
I could do that. Like honestly, if there's something I don't have a guy for, I could call somebody to have a guy for that.
You know a guy who does
He's
know
got a guy who's got a guy.
He's got a guy who's got a guy. Yeah.
I have a couple of those guys. I have
Yeah.
a couple of those guys.
He's got a guy. He's got a guy.
All right, Garrick. Ask me something. Ask me something.
Give him a thing. Give him a thing he might need a guy for. What's the thing he might need a guy for?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking. What sort of scenario? I'm trying to think of like a scenario that like we haven't directly talked about this evening.
Air
I have a
flights.
guy for that too.
What about air flights? What about plane tickets?
I got a guy for that. My dad's old guitarist is a pilot.
Oh my god.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Like I already fucking know he has ins for concerts. That's like an obvious.
Well, yeah,
one.
for a while he was the in for the concerts. Yeah.
I just decided not to be anymore. Really? That's how that happened.
Yeah.
I just started telling everybody no.
Did you get onto the set of a movie? Like a movie?
I'd have to go to Georgia, but yes. I have a friend who just started working for Tyler Perry's studio.
That's fucking ridiculous. They do be filming hella shit in Georgia too.
It'd be a
That's
Tyler
literally
Perry
filmed The
movie,
Walking
though. You
Dead.
know what I mean? It'd be a
But
Tyler
that
Perry. Does that really
fucking-
count?
nope,
It would be a Tyler Perry, but
under
but-
the classification of what
It does. Yeah.
That
yeah.
motherfucker put
I
the
do.
theatrical
And, like,
releases.
he literally just moved out there last month. He was living in LA too, and he had to actually evacuate from the fires, but it happened like a week before he was already scheduled to move out there. Yeah.
Here we go. Amos gets killed, and you go after the person who killed him. You take 3 shots in chest. You have someone that can stitch you up.
That's fucking very. I don't like that one.
Do you have,
Don't you,
do you
do you
not have someone that can stitch you up?
Do you have a guy who can stitch you up? That's what I'm asking.
Actually, I
God
do have
damn
a friend who's an EMT.
God
I do have a
fucking
friend
damn
who's
it.
an EMT.
God fucking damn it, dude.
He used to
has
be
a
a
guy.
wildlife firefighter, and now he's an EMT. So yeah.
Here's the funny part is that just because
If I take 3
directly,
shots to the chest, I'm gonna die though. So like, let's be real.
I mean, like maybe, you know what I mean? Like there's people that have taken shots to the face and they
I mean,
fucking die.
I'm not gonna be able to cognitively like call. It'd be like if I got shot in the arm and be like, hey man, I need some help off the books. You know, like to the chest, I'm like, no, call a fucking ambulance.
The funny part is that by proxy, Devin is the guy who knows a guy for us, right? Like if I need a guy who knows a guy, like I've already utilized Devin for this once now, right? If I need a guy, Devin is my access to get to the guy, right? Like
The way that happened too, it was Ernell's like talking to me about it, and then I was like, I got a guy for you. That's how it
literally.
happened.
And then like 2 months later, I texted them and said, hey, I need that guy.
Yeah.
I need it, and I need it immediately. Right? And it worked out.
I was like,
it worked
say
out.
less.
Yeah, it worked out great. So yeah, I mean, by proxy, Devin is now the guy who knows a guy.
How many times have I been like, Ernell, you want to go to this show?
Yeah, but like you listen to dog shit band, so like I I never have a reason to like.
Actually,
say,
I'll never
yeah,
forget the time that I got Ernell guest listed to a show and he didn't have an ID, so he couldn't go into the bars where everybody was hanging out.
That's fine. I had a good time, anyways. Yeah.
What show was that? What show
It was at the
Was it Era?
Hawthorne. It was at the Hawthorne.
Was it Era?
I think it was Era. Yeah.
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 think
But it was like soon after my like bag got stolen, and so my ID was gone. And I tried listen, I tried telling you guys I shouldn't go. I don't have my ID. And Josh was kind of like, no man, it's fine, dude. It's fine. It'll be a good time. And I was like, all right, dude. Nope. Should have listened to me. Should just let me stay home, dude.
That was a good show. That was a good show.
It was a pretty good show.
I think that was like,
good job.
yeah. No.
But it goes
Yeah,
to
no,
show
but,
Devin knows the guys, not Josh.
I do have a guy. I mean, I was the one that got Josh that job.
He knows.
I was
Yeah,
the guy.
he knows a guy. Yeah, he knows a guy.
Yeah,
Checks
I was
out.
that guy. For him
And-
too.
And you guys at home know some guys too, because this has been the Shipwreck Show, where once a week, every week, 3 guys get together and discuss anything and everything the 7 Seas has thrown their way. And if you want more, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics of the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to other things and episodes before they go live on podcast and video services near you. But you can also support us by following and subscribing to Good Kraken right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show, or by subscribing to our YouTube channel by clicking the link down here in our description section below, or to get updates when new episodes go live everywhere. We have to get going, everybody. Until next time, Devin has a guy.
I got a guy for that.
Has a guy for that.